So still in this row here where we have this your reading, make this bigger. What we want to do is we want to add right next to it, we're going to add this structure here. There's two things, so that's what we're going to be adding. Because we know that this, we have this icon and also we have this text. So this is a column. So we are going to add yet another column right here. Say column. I'm going to add an icon. I'm going to say icons dot field, and I want this account circle like that. And for our description, I'm just going to say profile. Okay. And let's pass a modifier here. Make this clickable because we want to, when this is clicked, we want to go to the stats screen. We want to go to the stats screen. And I want to make sure that the size of this is controlled. So I'm going to say size of about 45.dp, so a little bit smaller than usual. And I'm going to give a tint color. Right, say color. Actually, let's just use material, theme, and pass here our colors. And I want secondary variant and such. And right below it, I'm going to pass the text, which is going to have, in this case, a name, which we're going to add in a second. Let's add a modifier right away so we can modify all of this. Give it padding, about 2 dp. And then let's go ahead and add a style. Use material, theme, go to typography, and I want this to be overlined, so a little bit smaller. Let's give a color. Let's give it red. And let's give a font size about 15 SP. And let's make sure that the max lines here is just going to be 1. The reason being is because we want to make sure that we don't have too many lines. If the name is too long, we're going to maybe add ellipsis or something like that. In fact, that's what we're going to do next here. I'm going to say overflow. If the text overflows, I'm going to say I want to clip it so that way it always fits the correct amount of letters. All right, and then you can see here I want to add this nice divider there, or this nice line across, just to give it a little pizzazz. Well, to do that, it's fairly simple. All you do, you just call divider like this. And if you have over, of course, you can pass in a modifier, color, thickness, and so forth. But we're going to get the default colors and thickness. As you see, the thickness for default is 1 dp. All right, let's see if this actually looks like something. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's starting to look okay. And let's see, go back here. Very good. But what we want really, we don't want this. We want to give some sort of space between these two. So there's different ways to do this. What I'm going to do is let's add a spacer between the section title, this, and this column where we have the icon and name. So we can come right here and put a spacer. And for the modifier here, I'm going to say modifier. I'm going to say width. Let's just actually pass a fraction here so we can control it depending on the screen size. Okay, that's very nice. You can see now they're separated. So if I go ahead and zoom out, you can see this is exactly what we want. Of course, it's still at the bottom here, but this will be pulled up once we have all the information we need at the bottom. All right, so very good progress. Now, the thing to remember also, you can see here that it seems like you can see here that this name here has to come from our user that is logged in. So how do we get the user that is logged in and hopefully get the name? Well, because we know Firebase Auth is our friend, what we can do really is up here, I can say something like this. I can say val current user name as such. And I'm going to say the following. I'm going to put an if statement to say if Firebase auth get instance, that current user, that email, quite a long statement here, is null or empty. In this case, if it's not, because we have this exclamation point there. If that's the case, then I'm going to say get the Firebase auth again, get instance, get current user. I'm going to get the email, right? And then what I want to do with that email, I want to split it, right? Because I want to split it by the @ sign, so I can get just the first index of all of it, meaning I will get, in this case, if the email is as such, me@gmail.com, I'm going to split by @ like this, so I can just get me. Let's go ahead and fix that, replace with that. There we go. And here, in any other case, what I want to happen, I'm just going to add something that says not available. So if there's no name, or we can't find the actual name of this person, I'm just going to add a not available there. Now, what we can do also, we can extract this because it's been used a few times. Put that in a, refactor that in a variable. Introduce a variable where we can use that just like this. It's getting much better. So now we have this current username. Depending on the situation, we're going to have something. We're going to get something. That is what we pass here. Like that. Probably have to call nullable like this. Let's go ahead and run real quick so at least we can hopefully see all of this in action. Okay, there we go. Have a logged in user, and voila, you can see J is there because J is the user that is connected or that is logged in. Now, we want something to happen when we click on our J icon there. What we want to do is we want to be able to take the user to the stats screen. So we can do that. So go to profile there. How do we do that? Well, we have the nav controller, right? So nav controller, that's the beauty. I love it. And let's go to our route string there. It's important. I'm going to say readers, screens. I'm going to go to stats. Actually, let's go to navigation. Navigation, if I can type correctly. Reader navigation to make sure we have the stats. You see, we don't have the stats screen here, which means if we were to try, we would have failed miserably. So let's see. Readers stats screen, and it's going to be readers stats screen. Let's go there. That way we can just pass our nav controller like this, and I can say again, because we're constructing everything here, let's say let's import that. This is going to be stat screen. All right, we'll come back to that later. No problem. Let's get rid of that and make sure this is correct. Yes, it is. So now back to our reader home screen. This should work. So we should be able to take the user to our stats screen. Is that true? Let's go ahead and apply changes. I think I will have to restart everything. Let's see. Right, I have to rebuild the app. It's okay. Let's just click there and rebuild everything. Okay, let's see. Click. Voila. It works. All right, let's go ahead and continue.